So just wake up, man. That's all I'm getting at. These guys are disgusting. I hope you watch this video to the end. I really do. Please watch this video to the end. If you're new to this, it will absolutely open your eyes. Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, a place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is not important. I'm your host. Guys, go ahead and smash that like button, turn on the bell for notifications, subscribe to the channel. We're growing. This is awesome. Sweet. 172 subscribers. Guys, and a very special, I promised you, like I said yesterday, a very special show today. We got a couple articles of current news, but we're going to go over some older news to show you how corrupt this whole system really is, just for fun. Guys, let's get into it. SEC discussing key technical details with spot crypto ETF applicants. Jack Dorsey, Block Inc. launches self-custody Bitcoin wallet. And guys, for the bangers today, remember yesterday when we covered Elizabeth Warren and Jamie Dimon, CEO and chairman of the board of Jpmorgan Stanley Chase, talking about how Jamie Dimon was saying that Bitcoin and crypto should be shut down, and if he was the United States government, he would shut it down. But no. Do not forget that this guy was actually buying crypto while saying the same thing back in 2017. Guys, this is the corruption that is really going on in front of your eyes with the government. They will blatantly lie to you, and they don't care anymore. It's a damn charade. It's terrible theater, and I'm going to show you guys how absolutely trash these people are. So, just so you guys know, this article was in September 16th of 2017. After the boss calls Bitcoin a quote-unquote fraud, Jpmorgan buys the dip. We're going to go over that. And even the worst case of the worst cases. Weird that no one really ever heard about this. I know I did because of what I do here in the space, going through articles, looking up news. But this is CNN Business. This came out September 26th of this year. I'm surprised that no one's talking about this. I wonder why, because they probably buried the shit out of it. Jpmorgan agrees to pay $75 million to settle lawsuit with the U.S. Virgin Islands government over alleged Jeffrey Epstein trafficking ties. Why would... Let me ask you a question. If you had someone coming after you alleging that you had ties to human trafficking, child sex trafficking, etc., why would you just settle out of court? Wouldn't you want to fight that thing till tooth and nail to prove yourself innocent? No. Here, take your money. Shovel it under the rug. Don't go to court. Don't want to talk about it. Don't want to dig any deeper into it. Here's $75 million. Go away. Leave us alone. Jpmorgan. The same Jpmorgan that Jamie Dimon is chairman of the board and CEO of. Guys, wake up. If you're not paying attention to this shit, to the lies these people are telling you, to how corrupt these people are, I don't know what else to do anymore, man. This was on CNN. Let that sink in. All right, so before we get into that, guys, let's go to the market. You guys, the market's pumping, so we can be happy about something. Current market cap right now is 1.6 trillion. Bitcoin dominance actually ticking down 52.7%. ETH dominance 17.5, ticking up. Gwei calming down a little bit, 32 Gwei will get you that ETH transaction. And Fear and Greed, I think it was at 82 yesterday, ticking down 1 to 81, which is weird because the market is literally flying off the handle this morning. Let's just get into it. Let's go through the top 100. Bitcoin up 1.2% on the day. Ethereum ripping and melting faces yesterday, 5.22 on the day to the upside. Solana going ham again, 14.03%. Guys, I got to be honest, I FOMO'd. The day before yesterday, I flipped an entire ETH into Solana because why not use Solana to hedge against my ETH bag? Just in case. Just being apparent, being transparent, being transparent, guys. So you know what I'm doing. I'm not telling you to do that. This is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor per usual. You guys know the drill. But I'm watching Solana. I was never a fan of Solana because of all the nonsense that was going on with it last cycle. And I figured it would kaput and go out. And clearly that is not the case. So I flipped an entire ETH into it. And that was at roughly $64. It's up almost $10 since then. So I can't be mad at that. So Solana, 14.06 on the day, 20% on the week. Moving on, Cardano above 50 cents. Let's go. Cardano, 18.76 on the day, 36.38 on the week. Guys, welcome to a bull cycle. Congratulations. If you made it through the bear market, deal with all that bullshit, all the fear, all the, oh my God, it's going to zero like it always does. Welcome to the gates opening. Let's rock and roll. Link, 9.9% on the day. Dot, 9.26 on the day. Matic, 7.14 on the day. This is so much fun. Shib, 5.11 on the day. Atom, 5.8 on the day. Uni, 6% on the day. What else we got? Aptos, 10.03 on the day. ICP, 5.62 on the day. Thorchain, 5.23. These are all upside, guys. It's a green day. If you can't tell, this is a green day. I don't know what to say. IMX, Immutable X, 7.78 upside. Optimism, melting faces again, 21.22 to the upside. VeChain, 5.05. Injective, welcome back, baby. New all-time high soon. I hope so. I think their all-time high on INJ is just a little over $25. Let's get there. Let's go to price discovery. Let's effing go. 13.61 on the day. Oh, 30.58. There you go. The graph, 7.34 to the upside. Arbitrum, 9.65 to the upside. Algorand, 10% to the upside. Oh, already down 5.31. It ripped though. Look at that. No, whatever. 5% after pumping 150%. 5% pullback's pretty healthy. Theta, 6.34 to the upside for the day. Phantom, 6.4 to the upside for the day. BitTorrent, going ham again. 42% to the upside on the day, guys. Congratulations. Sandbox, 5.65 to the upside. Clay, 11% to the upside. Bonk. Oh my God. A buddy of mine told me to get in the bonk last night. Maybe I should have. 30% to the upside on the day. 216% on the week. Damn it. Sweet. 11.62 to the upside. Pepe, 6.44 on the day. Curve Dow, 7.45 on the day. Rocket Pool, 9.52 on the day. Genosis, GNO, 15.08 on the day. Guys, there's your top 100. Trust Wallet ticking in. Congratulations. This is a hell of a day. If your bags aren't, I don't even care if they're mooning. If your bags aren't moving, maybe it's time to kind of rethink where you're at, because the whole market looks absolutely insane. All right, guys, Bitcoin 4 hour. Here we go. I told you, if we lose this is where I'd get concerned yesterday, just because it's the wick that shot down as far as it did and got bought back up, and now we're ranging. And I told you guys, if we continue to see this kind of ranging for Bitcoin, no crazy swings, staying in between 42.5 and we'll call it 44.250 or 44.5. So that $2,000 range, if we continue to stay in here and just go up and down, this alt market is going to blow your effing mind. Oh, it's on the 1 hour. I'm sorry, guys. Side note, 1 hour. Bullish divergence. Money flow ticking back up 1 hour. We dipped and we're coming. Guys, and we're sitting damn near at zero. This thing can fucking run again today. Excuse my language. I'm excited. But we're getting a couple of green candles on the hourly. What do we look like on the 4 hour? Let's go there. Starting to tick. Like, look at this, guys. Bitcoin's going to rip again. Money flow still beautiful on the 4 hour, but we're getting a green dot and a tick up. Didn't even really break below the 0 line on the RSI, guys. This is set. It just looks good. This looks like it's going to rip again. If it does, expect a small pullback from the alts. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin runs. Let's look at the 3L. Let's go smaller time frames. Time frames that most people aren't looking. Yep. Like, here we go. Money flow is deep right now, guys. I haven't seen this in a long time. Ooh. 2 hour looks good too. There's so much room right now. That small little cool off, guys. That's all it took. Everything is dead center right now. A little overextended on the 12. Still room though, guys. Shorter time frames look sexy as shit, man. Bitcoin could rip again, guys. Bitcoin could absolutely rip again. If we do, here's what I'm looking at. Got to break 45,506. Flip that to support. Next level I'm looking at is going to be that 45,846 level. Okay. I got to be honest, at that point, I'm going to start feeling way overextended and expect a pullback. I don't know how far. I mean, we might, guys, as a pullback goes, we might only get to 40K from way the hell up here, 45,846 to 40K. Again, at that point, this is a buying level. Again, if we lose 40K, it's a totally different story when we'll reevaluate if that happens. But if we rip to 45,846 and we decide we roll over, gotta get the words out, man. If we roll over and start to come back down, 40K is not scary at all. 40K seems very comfortable to me. If we do touch 40K, I will be looking to start deploying my last bit of dry powder that I have into the market. If for some reason we lose 40K, then expect a more decent pullback. I think that might be like our last big capitulation before we go full bull. All right. Levels haven't changed, guys. There they are. Take a screenshot of them if you need them. That is what I am looking at. This is crazy. I mean, I'll tell you what. The only thing that's really crazy about this and exciting is that it's this early. But again, I've told you, if you've been following me for a while, that could be a double-edged sword. That could mean we're going into a crazy super cycle, which people talking about, which I don't even necessarily know the definition of a super cycle. I should actually look that up and kind of do some research on that. I know it sounds dumb, but I'm just being honest with you. I'm not, again, I've always told you guys, I'm not the best trader. But I digress. The point, we could be looking at a super cycle, or we could be looking at a shorter cycle, and then the whole Bitcoin having 4-year repetitive cycle trend is broken. We need to figure out what we're doing from there. Again, I mean, naturally I'm going to lean towards the more bullish idea, which is a super cycle. We'll see what happens. All right. With that being said, guys, let's get on the news so I can get you out of here. It's Friday. I understand you guys don't want to be sitting here listening to this nonsense for your entire Friday. SEC discussing key technical details with spot crypto ETF applicants. In November, the commission separately met with representatives of BlackRock and Grayscale to discuss their spot crypto exchange traded funds. This is bullish, guys. At least bullish for the ETF itself, in my opinion. If they're sitting down and talking with them, they're not planning on just shutting it down, right? They're trying to coax them along to figure out how to get it passed correctly. All right, officials of the United States Securities Exchange Commission are reportedly discussing aspects of Bitcoin ETFs proposed by asset managers. According to a December 7th Reuters report, industry insiders said the SEC and certain asset managers were discussing key technical details related to U.S. exchanges listing shares of spot Bitcoin ETFs. To date, the commission has never given the green light to any spot cryptocurrency exchange traded fund product, instead postponing decisions on applications for the maximum allowable time. course, they're trying to get their bags filled, as well as trying to hopefully land a case saying that any crypto that they can get their hands on is a security. They're playing that game. Memos released by the SEC in November showed the commission separately met with representatives of BlackRock and Grayscale, both asset managers, and Hashdex, ARK21 shares, Invesco, Galaxy, VanEck, and Fidelity have filed for spot Bitcoin ETF or Ether ETF listings. Oh god, dude, this could be insane. This could be crazy, you guys. The expected approval of the ETF will be positive news for the crypto market, likely leading to significant growth, said Mercurio Senior Legal Counsel Adam Berker. With ETFs getting the go-ahead, a wider range of TradFi investors will have simplified access to crypto assets, with major entities such as Fidelity and BlackRock endorsing this product. Substantial institutional capital is expected to flow into the market. It's unclear whether the SEC will ultimately reach a decision to approve a spot Bitcoin ETF. Bloomberg ETF analyst James S. speculated that should the commission decide to support one, it could move forward with the simultaneous approval of funds from multiple firms in January. Many in and out of the crypto space have criticized SEC Chair Gary Gensler for his approach to treating certain tokens as securities. The commission has ongoing lawsuits against Terraform Labs, Ripple, Coinbase, and Binance. Yep. Bullish, guys. Jack Dorsey's Block Inc. launches self-custody Bitcoin wallet. Users who lose their BitKey wallet don't need to input a seed phrase to recover funds, the company said. Financial payment processor Block, co-founded by Jack Dorsey, has launched its self-custody Bitcoin wallet dubbed BitKey. Developers said during December 7th announcement that the wallet, available as a mobile app or hardware storage, will be accessible in over 95 countries, probably not the US. LOL. BitKey will feature a 2 of 3 multi-signature wallet consisting of a mobile key, a hardware key, and a server key, with a secure hardware device alongside recovery tools in the event of loss. It requires both the user's fingerprints and phone to approve transactions. The first global partner for BitKey include Coinbase and Cash App. I don't know. How I feel about it. BitKey uses the 3 keys to secure Bitcoin, and any 2 keys working together are needed to move Bitcoin or approve other security-related actions like initiating recovery or modifying security settings, Block stated. Because BitKey only has access to 1, not 2 of the 3 keys in this 2 of 3 multi-signature wallet, BitKey cannot access or move a customer's Bitcoin without them. The BitKey package, which includes both the app and hardware storage, has a price tag of $150, excluding shipping and taxes. It's set for pre-order only, with rollouts expected in early 2024. In the third quarter of 2023, Block recorded $5.62 billion in revenue on the back of solid sales growth for payment processors Cash App and Square. The firm also realized a $44 million profit on its Bitcoin investments due to BTC's recent price recovery. Meanwhile, Bitcoin transaction gross profit stood at $45 million, up by 22% year over year, with the firm selling $2.42 billion worth of Bitcoin to customers via Cash App. I don't know, man. Anything with my fingerprint that's online at this point is actually kind of shady to me. I don't like it. I don't like putting any more of my fucking physical fucking bodily data and shit like that out there anymore. But maybe I'm just being a weirdo. Maybe I'm being old school. I don't know. Let me know how you feel. Comments down below. Guys, let's get into the shit. All right. First of all, let's do this. This guy right here, thumbnail, Jamie Dimon, CEO of Jpmorgan Chase, chairman of the board of Jpmorgan Chase, sat in front of Elizabeth Warren and Congress during a committee and was interviewed and talked all sorts of shit about crypto, saying that if he was the government, he would shut it down. In front of Elizabeth Warren, who has openly stated that she's running on a campaign slogan of an anti-crypto army. Why would she want to do that? Oh, that's right. because she can't control you if you put all your money in crypto. That woman is bought and paid for by all the banks. She is so in bed with the banks. And Jpmorgan, weird. Anyways, watching that charade, I challenge you to go look that video up. These people are so fake. It's literally like watching a terrible soap opera. But let me show you guys how absolutely slimy and two-faced and disgusting of a human this person is right here. Okay, guys, September 16th of 2017. After the boss calls Bitcoin a fraud, Jpmorgan buys the dip. Here we go. Just recently, news.bitcoin.com reported on Jpmorgan executive Jamie Dimon calling Bitcoin a fraud and claiming he would fire any employee from his firm who traded digital currency for being quote-unquote stupid. This is how he talks to his employees. Awesome. Stand-up guy. Give your mom a call. I bet she's proud. Now it seems Jpmorgan has been caught red-handed purchasing a bunch of XBT shares, otherwise known as exchange-traded notes, that track the price of Bitcoin. After a few harsh statements from executive Jamie Dimon, Jpmorgan Ltd. and Morgan Stanley purchases Bitcoin ETNs. According to the public records of Nordnet trading logs, the two associated firms, Jpmorgan Securities Ltd. and Morgan Stanley, bought roughly €3 million worth of XBT note shares. Interestingly, after the recent regulatory crackdown in China, the statement from Jpmorgan senior executive Jamie Dimon, talking trash about Bitcoin, his firm bought the dip on September 15th. In fact, of all the companies on the list, like Goldman Sachs, Barclays, the Jpmorgan team of buyers purchased the most XBT notes. There's your screenshot. There they are. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. Let's go. Bitcoin Exchange Traded Notes, ETNs, are a popular investment vehicle for mainstream investors and financial management firms who want exposure to Bitcoin. A few institutions often offer ETNs, among them Denmark-based Saxo Bank, which sells notes called Bitcoin Tracker. These Bitcoin-based ETNs track Bitcoin price movement against the euro and USD. Bitcoin ETNs have done extremely well over the course of 2017, following suit with the Bitcoin's meteoric price spike. Jpmorgan applies for blockchain patents 175 times. Crypto is bad. If I was the United States government, I would shut it down. Then repeat, Jpmorgan applies for blockchain patent 175 times. Blockchain's bad, guys. Hucksters and fraudsters. Support Hamas. Terrorists. Drugs. Got it. Jpmorgan doesn't just purchase Bitcoin notes, but it's also heavily involved with the blockchain fever that has infected banks across the world. The financial firm has applied for a Bitcoin alternative patent with the US over 175 times in 2013. The company is also working on an Ethereum-based blockchain alongside, according to people familiar with the matter, working with Zcash development as well. With the Ethereum project called Quorum, Jpmorgan has its own GitHub repo that explains how the permissioned blockchain does not need consensus mechanisms like proof of work or proof of stake. So do they just print it? Fucking weird. Tyler Durden. Oh man, there's an old account right there. Let me read this real quick. Earlier in the week, we detailed Jpmorgan's attempt to create their own web cash alternative to Bitcoin, and Sberbank's talk of doing the same. However, as MCAM details, following the failure of the first 154 claims, Jpmorgan issued a further 20 claims, which were summarily rejected, making Jpmorgan 0 out of 175 for approved claims. As they note, the United States Patent and Trademark Office, USPTO's handling of applications like Jpmorgan's 984 application Bitcoin alternative highlights the need to fix a broken system. Patent applications for existing inventions need to be finally rejected, and not be resurrected as zombies, no matter how powerful the claimant. Let's continue. Former Jpmorgan executive leaves firm for Bitcoin and blockchain projects. Additionally, former Jpmorgan executives are all about blockchain technologies these days, and even Bitcoin. The veteran commodities trader Daniel Masters joined Jpmorgan right after the graduating college, and in 2014 announced he was starting a Bitcoin-based hedge fund. Another former Jpmorgan mogul, Blythe Masters, started her own blockchain startup, Hyperledger, which is now run by Linux Foundation. Masters is still heavily involved with the blockchain project and has a seat on the governance board. Whether Jamie Dimon wants to admit it or not, the firm was trading Bitcoin-based notes after his statements. Further, over the past few years, Jpmorgan cannot hide the fact that they are infatuated with blockchain technology, just like the hundreds of other financial institutions, hoping that they won't be replaced. Exactly. Guys, if you're new to the space, this happened in 2017. And this guy is still selling you bullshit, telling you to not do it while they're doing it in the back end. There's a video of some guy like breaking it down on a chalkboard, and I can't find it. If anyone watching this can find that video where this guy breaks down like the loop of what they were doing while telling their employees to not touch Bitcoin on a chalkboard, please, by all means, guys, send me the link, and I'll cover it here on the channel, because I that's what I was really looking for. I just found these articles and I couldn't find that video. Surprise, surprise, they're probably trying to bury it. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, guys, with that being said, let's move on to the nastiest of nasties. All right, the reality of how gross these people really are. Jpmorgan agrees to pay a $75 million to settle lawsuit with U.S. Virgin Islands government over alleged Jeffrey Epstein trafficking ties. Guys, this came out in September of this year. Yet this dude sits in front of Congress, is allowed to speak at a committee, still holds his position with Jpmorgan. Not to be the conspiracy theory dude, I really don't want to be. I'm not trying to be. But these people are as corrupt as it comes. Guys, crypto is your sovereignty. And I'm not even a Bitcoin maxi. But Bitcoin is your way out of their slave bullshit control, which is what they're trying to do. They're trying to scare normal people that are not in the crypto space into thinking that crypto is the worst thing on the planet, while they are doing the worst things on the planet. Let's get into it. New York CNN, Jpmorgan Chase has reached a settlement with the U.S. Virgin Islands over a lawsuit alleging the bank enabled Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking crimes. Mind you, these guys just went after CZ and Binance for not reporting suspicious activity, period. That's it. That's all they're being accused of. And fined them $4.3 billion. Yet Jamie Dimon only needs to send a $75 million to get this shit swept under the rug, and we don't talk about it anymore. Wake up, y'all. Jpmorgan Chase has reached a settlement with blah, blah. The settlement includes the significant commitments by Jpmorgan Chase to curtail human trafficking and a $75 million payment to U.S. Virgin Islands. U.S. VBI Attorney General sued Jpmorgan Chase in December in a southern district of New York, claiming that the bank benefited financially from disgraced financier Epstein's sex trafficking operation and failed in its duty to report suspicious financial activity, according to a press release from the Attorney General. This is exactly what they're saying Binance and CZ did, except it was only that, Hamas was supposedly using Binance to finance themselves, and CZ didn't report it. I'm sorry, this is way worse in my opinion. Jpmorgan said in a statement Tuesday that it was not conceded any liability in the settlement, reiterating that it deeply regrets any association with Epstein. That's it. Don't look into it any further. Don't fight it. Just settle out. Just settle out. That way you don't have to do any digging. No actual research on how deep this actually goes. What the client list was. Just settle out. No big deal. Federal judge will ultimately have to approve the settlement. Epstein was arrested in 2019 on federal charges of sex trafficking dozens of underage girls. Just over a month after his arrest, Epstein died by quote-unquote suicide in his jail cell, according to New York's medical examiner. According to the criminal indictment between 2022 and 2025, Epstein ran a trafficking enterprise in which he paid girls as young as 14 to have sex with him at his Upper East Side home and his estate in Palm Beach. He worked with employees and associates, according to the indictment, to lure the girls into his residence and paid some of his victims to recruit other girls. As well as he offered these girls to other clients. And they're not going to say that. They're just going to say it was him himself. The bank said that $30 million of the settlement will help support charitable organizations working to end human trafficking. Really, Jamie Dimon, only $30 million. And they hit Binance with fucking $4.3 billion for just not submitting to the Bank Secrecy Act. That's it. This sounds way worse to me. Another $25 million will be paid to USVI to enhance infrastructure and bolster law enforcement. The remaining $20 million is earmarked for legal fees. Jpmorgan said it also reached a settlement agreement with former executive James Jess Staley, against whom the bank filed a cross-claim in connection with his alleged role facilitating Epstein's relationship with the bank. Guys, I just wanted you to see this because nobody talks about this stuff. It gets swept under the rug. It's not mainstream media. Why? Because they don't want it to be. But you're hearing it here on Boring Crypto IO about how nasty these people are. This is why I'm in crypto. Yeah, I want to make a ton of fucking money. I get it. And I want everyone to make a ton of fucking money. But outside of that, I don't want any connection to this nastiness. Banks, elites, government bodies, all these people parading around in front of you as if they're gods, looking at us like we're peasants, telling us we can't control our own money. All I have to say is if you're new and you're not seeing it yet, wake the fuck up. Excuse my language, but this is some serious shit. Wake the fuck up. Right? Dig in deeper, guys. Go for it. Side note, Geisha Maxwell, sentenced to prison. No one was allowed to see that case. They were filming Johnny Depp and his divorce, whatever, with Amber Turd or whatever her name was. Or I don't care. I don't watch the shit. But the Geisha Maxwell case, couldn't see that. Don't forget, guys, these people had a client list. People that they did this shit with constantly, that hit them up constantly. No one's talking about it. No one's being ousted. Why? Because the people that would be ousted are the people that are sitting in that courtroom sentencing him. The whole thing would fall apart. They're all guilty, man. I hate to say it, but screw all these people. They're all guilty. These elites, and I'm not against people making tons of money. That's what I'm getting at. When I say elite, my point, what I'm getting at, who I'm referring to, are these people in control. These government people, these governing bodies, these politicians. All these people that sit on these committees and act as if they're the most innocent. I care about the people. Look, let's be real. Nancy Pelosi has a salary. Has. I don't even know if that broad's back in politics anymore. I know she left. Supposedly she was coming back. I don't know. Don't care. Had a salary of, if not at, just under $200,000 a year, which is nice, but it ain't amazing. Someone please explain to me how this broad is worth over $200 million. Buying $22 million or $200 million, buying like $20 million houses in Florida all over the place. Yeah. That broad is so far removed from the people, it's absolutely insane. I've never held $1 million, let alone $200 million, but that chick is for the people. That chick cares about us. Get real. Think about it, guys. No term limits. no one oversight, no oversight, no people. This woman literally said that she's okay with people in Congress trading, that there's no what's the word I'm looking for? Conflict of interest. These people are in control of policy, and they see it coming down the pipeline. They're the ones who vote on it. So any policy that might influence or positively influence or negatively influence any kind of stock, any kind of commodities, any kind of trading, they see it, but they're allowed to trade. If that's not insider trading, I don't know what is, but they're above the law, guys. All of them. All they want to do is control you. And they're trying to stop. They're terrified of crypto. So they know they ain't going to get us, people that are sitting here watching, crypto YouTube shows like you're watching right now. They can't stop us. We're already in. Their goal is to stop the normies. Stop people who are on the fence or know nothing about crypto. That all they know is watching TV. And they get their information from that TV, from local news sources. Their goal is to tell them that crypto is bad and get them on board and brainwash them into thinking that this, I guarantee you, the CBDC they're going to usher in is going to be the golden child of crypto. And it's not even crypto, it's just control. So just wake up, man. That's all I'm getting at. These guys are disgusting. I hope you watch this video to the end. I really do. Outside of that, guys, let's look at Bitcoin one last time. It looks fine. Bitcoin looks fine. Yeah. Outside of that, guys, that's all I've got for you this morning. I hate to leave you on a Friday in a really nasty, somber note like that, but hey, it's time to learn. It's time to expand your mind. It's time to see what's really going on out there. So, per usual, if you do enjoy the content I provide for you guys here every morning on Boring Crypto IO, please by all means subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell for notifications so you know when I do post videos, watch the videos, please share the videos on all your social platforms, expand this knowledge. And above all, if there's anything you can do to help expand the adoption of crypto and help grow our channel, guys, here at Boring Crypto IO, please like the videos. Please don't be a lazy liker. And I'll see you guys bright and early Monday morning. Go get away from the screen. Go get away from the charts. Go touch grass. Go hang out with your friends. Go hang out with your family. Go get a drink. Go get a beer. Who knows? Whatever. It's December. It's the holidays. Go have fun. I'll see you guys bright and early Monday morning. I am out of here.